The matchless beauty of this heaven on earth, Kashmir, its peaceful character, its sparkling rivers, placid lakes, gorgeous valleys, and fabulous landscape have been tarnished by the state violences which have reached a fearsome crescendo in the wake of 5th August 2019. The story of Kashmir, expressing its oppression and resistance against colonizing powers, is nothing new. This South Asia's Palestine, a borderland of the British Raj in the 18th century, an example of failure of decolonization in the present state of affairs, belies all the concocted propaganda that has lobbied for the past 3/4 of the century. Indian democracy, which has emerged as demon crazy in Arundhati Roy's words, has now surfaced as local despotism of Indian rule. Firing on protesters, arrests, disappearances, custodial killings, kidnappings, assassinations, and torture dominate Kashmir, with the added Orientalism factor of miming the innocent civilians as militants and criminals. Burhan Wani's killing in 2016 is one such example which gave a new impetus to the liberation struggle in Kashmir. The primary objective of the state oppression being none other than depriving Kashmiris from their right of self-determination. The historical special status awarded to the disputed territory of Jammu and Kashmir, allowing its constitution and flag, which disallowed the purchase of property in the state by people from other parts of India, was illegally revoked by the abrogation of the Article 370 on August 5, 2019. The barbarity of this act by Indian government has since then converted Indian-occupied Kashmir into largest jail of the world by imposing curfew, detaining youth, raping women, and massacring thousands. This blatant disregard of UN Charter of Resolution and UN Declaration of Human Rights that both India and Pakistan have signed upon has escalated the tensions when India not only denies any possibility of bilateral talks, this aggression by a nuclear power has become a big threat for not only the region but even for the world at large. Pakistan's Prime Minister Imran Khan, in his address to the General Assembly, expressed his concern that he was afraid if the issue is not addressed now, it would certainly cause irreparable and unforgettable devastation to the entire world community and may recall harsh episodes of First and Second World Wars.
What sort of a mindset would lay siege to 8 million people with 900,000 troops? Women, children, sick people, locked in as animals. What is going to happen when the curfew is lifted will be a bloodbath. The people will come out. There are 900,000 troops there. These 900,000 troops, what are they going to do when they come out? There'll be a bloodbath. Mr. President, has anyone thought that what happens when there is a bloodbath? I've come here to tell the UN, you've got to. This is a test for the United Nations. You are the one who guaranteed the people of Kashmir the right of self-determination. This is the time to take action. And number one action must be that India must lift this inhuman curfew.
India has consistently violated UN Charter and UN Declaration of Human Rights and blatantly resisted peaceful resolution of the issue. Indiscriminate and excessive use of force by Indian forces, extrajudicial executions through fake encounters, incapacitation of youth, gang rape of women, forced disappearances, and murder of young Kashmiris is a common factor.
हमें ऐसा लग रहा है कि अभी हमें ढकेल दिया गया है डार्क मिडीवल टाइम्स में, जहाँ पे हम किताबों में पढ़ते थे कि कोई बादशाह के इन्वेड करता था सिटी को और सीज में रखता था और वहाँ पे पूरा कट ऑफ करके जब तक वो नील नहीं करते थे. दिस इज एन एग्जैक्ट सिचुएशन लाइक दैट. इट्स अ बारबरिक एक्ट, इट्स एन एक्ट ऑफ एक्सट्रीम कंट्रोल ऑफ अ स्टेट ओवर इट्स सब्जेक्ट.
The gravity of this negation can be gauged from the fact that after the Indian atomic explosion in 1988, President Bill Clinton declared Kashmir as a flashpoint for the Third World War, which could lead to atomic war. Any form of status quo is not acceptable anymore. Neutral experts at home and abroad, in view of Kashmir's determination to fight and die, Kashmir dispute cannot be forced back into cold storage again. Indians claim over Kashmir as integral, non-negotiable part, despite popular uprising against Indian illegal occupation, rings hollow in the present scenario. The fact that even more than 70,000 Indian armed forces have not been able to control the valley of Kashmir stands as an example for the world to witness.
कश्मीरी लोगों को ये चीज़ एक्सेप्टेबल होती तो इतनी फ़ौज लाने की ज़रूरत नहीं थी. इन्होंने फ़ौज लाई है, ज़बरदस्ती हमसे की है. हमारी ज़िंदगी देखिए आप, आज देखिए हमको बनाया कैसे इन लोगों ने. वी आर लिविंग लाइक नोमैड्स. आई मीन वी हैव नथिंग.
अंदर से लोगों के अंदर मतलब भरा हुआ है. जो ही लोगों को मौका मिलेगा ये उबल पड़ेगा.
Decision of Indian Jammu and Kashmir High Court by Justice Hasnan Masoodi and Justice Janak Raj Kotwal that Jammu and Kashmir cannot be included in the Indian state nullifies the Indian claim of inalienable part purely on legal grounds. This substantiates Pakistan's stance on Kashmir. It's an eye-opener for the Indian government in particular and world leadership in general. The international community has been ignoring the human sufferings for a long time due to their strategic and economic interests in India being a large market. This attitude needs to be tamed through proactive diplomatic efforts. Raising the issue at international fora is one such effort to keep the case alive. Despite Pakistan's efforts, Indian leadership has avoided comprehensive dialogue with Pakistan for the last 5 years. Pakistan has always upheld the view that peace settlement of Kashmir dispute is the only way for lasting peace and stability in South Asia. The people of Pakistan are resolute in their abiding commitment and steadfast political, diplomatic, and moral support to the legitimate cause of Kashmiri people. Despite more than 7 decades of Indian occupation, India has failed to win the hearts and minds of the people. Raising of Pakistan flag in the demonstrations in Kashmir. While Pakistan is committed to a peaceful settlement of the Jammu and Kashmir dispute, adequate measures need to be taken to safeguard the country's territorial integrity and sovereignty.